ready to start reversing the symptoms of prediabetes. It's not easy, but you're going to want to avoid these things right here. Now, if you stay with me for the next few minutes, we're going to break down the best habits you can use right now to start reversing completely these symptoms and why what they tell you to do in terms of breaking these habits usually doesn't work for the long term. If you're as busy and stressed out as I know you to be, then maybe you don't want to figure it out on your own. You gotta just have it there physically so you can read it later. That's you. I want you to comment TWT. I'll go ahead and send you my 10 steps sustainable health guide. It's going to break down everything you got to do in terms of building the new habits, keeping them, and having them fit into your lifestyle like a glove so that there's never any more worry about how to get healthy, how to do it, and how to keep it going for the long run. If you don't know me, I'm Coach T, TWT Parts. I've been helping people just like you, busy as hell, overwhelmed, ready to get that lust for life back and be who they choose to be and keep it there. You know, I've been helping them for the last 7 years since 2016, and I'm here to help you do the same thing and keep it going so you don't ever have to think or worry about getting back healthy again. So when you come to my page, you watch this video, you're going to see everything here's going to give you at least one gem you can use right away to start applying to your life that you can make progress with in the moment. All right, let's get it popping. In my years of coaching, I've noticed that a lot of people who come to me with prediabetes usually have tried anything of semaglutide or Ozempic. They tried going straight on keto. They tried doing only the carnivore diet. That sounds familiar. Just go ahead and give me a like. Let me know that that's you. Tell me in the comments. It's all good and done. You know it works for some people, but does it really work? At best, it's a way of life that you can keep up, but very restricted. At worst, it's a band-aid to the real issue. But you always want to be in a position where you have to be healthy by eating XYZ food. That's it. You can't really enjoy life. You can't really spend time with your family. You can't really do things you want to do because this is supposed to be what helps fix it when reality gives you more problems than benefits. What you really want to do is this. You want to solve the vitamin deficiency and the metabolic inflexibility. I'll tell you what that means, all these big mumbo jumbo words. Basically, it just means that your insulin is all the way high. You know, your resistance is through the roof. Your body's not responding well to the way that you produce insulin. You produce too much of it. Your body uses carbs primarily for energy and it stays in your bloodstream rather than the glucose being shuttled to the other parts of the body where it is required, the other cells. It is not good because the more it stays there, the more that problem lingers. The greater chance you have actually going from pre-diabetes to diabetes and the plethora of problems that comes from that and the tests that you have to buy all the time and just the lack of quality of life because of that one diagnosis. So what you're going to do is this. This is all going to be in that 10-step guide. So if you need that, just comment TWT, I got you right now. Step 1. You need to get the protein in, right? Protein is going to be so beneficial because, one, there's no sugar in it, so it's not going to spike your insulin so high. It's not going to put any sugar in your bloodstream. On top of that, when you're taking in healthy sources of protein, it's going to decrease the inflammation within your body. It's going to help regulate the inflammation. It's going to help regulate the leptin and the ghrelin. Those are the satiety and the hunger hormones that might be out of whack because of the situation here. Saying eat like a bodybuilder, what I am saying is make sure that's at least one serving of protein in each meal. Typically, you want to go for whatever your body weight is, have that in grams. Can't get that, then go maybe to 0.8, meaning if you weigh 200 pounds, 160 per day is pretty good. Healthy sources might be grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, salmon, pasture-raised eggs. You want healthy, bioavailable source of protein that's going to actually help you and fuel you from the inside out. Second up is sleep. If you're notorious for the sleep and not getting sleep, go ahead and like this because I know for a fact if you're working hard and you're ambitious, you got these big dreams, it's going to be tough to get some sleep. And I get it. I've been there before too. It's so important because when you're resting, your body is actually helping to recover your brain and your body. And so the more that you kind of push to the side, the more inflammation there is, the more your body feels that fight or flight, the more you're in that sympathetic state of mind, the more the cortisol is increased, which makes it very hard for your body to regulate the insulin and the leptin and the ghrelin, like I mentioned earlier. What does that mean? You're hungrier all the time, and even when you eat, you're not going to feel as satiated. So you're going to want to eat more and more and more, you're going to be more and more stressed out. It's one big cocktail of insufficient living. You don't want that. So what you're going to do to increase the sleep and to make it a better quality sleep is, one, have a bedtime you can rely on every single night where you go to sleep and wake up at the same exact time. Two, get some chamomile tea and maybe add some glycine powder into that. It's going to help you relax yourself, relax the muscles, and be in a place mentally where you're anxiety free. And three, take some time to journal or meditate. Get all the thoughts out, all the emotions out that were plaguing throughout the day so you can go to sleep feeling rested. You're not having the plaque and the plagues of the day on you. You can just relax. Third and finally, you want to put a focus on resistance training. And again, no bodybuilders have no crazy workouts, no Olympic craziness. We just want to focus on making sure our muscles are moving and getting stronger 3 to 4 times a week. Simple. It's at home. You can do a home workout, not too hard, 15, 20 minutes max. And then from there, you can build up if you want to. You can go to the gym maybe right after work, before work. You want to get up early. The point isn't that you want to spend the most time in there. It's more so that every time you go into the gym, you want to make sure you're challenging yourself a little bit. And the more and more you do that and you get stronger each and every week, progressive overload, it makes it a lot easier for your body to understand and induce that new insulin sensitivity that we're going for. We need to make it easier on your body to push the carbs where they're needed. So if you're working out a lot and your body realizes there's a need for that glucose and you're kind of inducing it, now the carbs go to the muscles. When you're not working out, the body will start to use fat as its energy source. And so the more you lift, the more you eat properly and induce these habits I mentioned to you today, it makes it a lot easier for your body to use carbs in a place where the body's eating the carbs, working out things that kind of break down the body physically. And you can use fat as a fuel source whenever you're in a position that you're not actually in need of the carbs. You can use different energy for different purposes. Listen this far, do not take it in vain. Use what I'm telling you right here because it's going to help you make that transition from the old lifestyle you've been living where you felt low and down and stressed and overwhelmed to a life with more vibrance where you feel the sunshine in every morning. You sleep like a newborn, you wake up, you feel virile. I've used these myself, my clients over the last 7-8 years have used the exact same tactics, the exact same habits to build up the lifestyle they've always dreamed about, to build up the way they want to live and think and feel and experience the world around them with themselves and their family. So if you got to this point, you know that you're probably going to have to go ahead and put it into play. Now, if you need that guided hold, there's 7 more tips. There's 7 more tips I have that are going to help you create this lifestyle and get you on that track. If you want that, if you need it to make that change, just go ahead and comment TWT. Comment TWT, I'll go ahead and get to you right away. And you can get this show started right now and